Today is Friday. It's a day before the LZ World Tour here in Ireland at Mondello Park, and we get to test my car for the very first time. We get to see what everyone else is driving and how they're driving. So I need my spotters here to keep me filled in, and you know.
I got you. Got a headset for me?
Yeah.
We need headsets.
We'll get them a headset. Game on today. We're gonna be setting up the merch booth, setting up the event, doing all that stuff. So we got a lot of fun stuff planned today. We're gonna have a good time, and
you hear it?
Yeah.
That sounded nuts.
Look how good the LZ World Tour
branding.
That's sick.
Shouts to their branding.
And then today, anyone who hasn't showed up yet will be showing up. Let's have fun for today.
Let's do it, man.
Because everyone's pulling up. So look at the two GTRs. You guys are gonna see some really good cars here. Sultans.
That's it.
Drift.
That's our boy.
The Drift Porsche.
Oh, so sick.
Oh my god. Ooh. And all the auto finesse cars. Look at the Liberty Walk S15, just chilling. Sultan said I could drive the Porsche, by the way, so.
Me too.
Hopefully we could make that happen today. It's gonna happen today. I'm gonna drive the LS Swap Drift Porsche.
He's gotta stay in it.
Yeah, you said no panic. Oh, look at these guys. Look
Trouble.
at these guys. They let you in the country?
Trouble. Yeah, bro, I have a passport and everything.
Let's go check out some of the competition since all the way out now. So Rudnick is driving perfect fit. And then they got the Barossa I drove last time. They put a bigger turbo on it, they upgraded a bunch of parts on it, and they painted it for a Hertz. This is Hertz color. It's a Toyota, it's a four-door, it's like perfect. This is like, it's so sick they put this together for Hertz. So Hertz will be in the Barossa. And this is a good ass car. I'll have a really good time. Mr. LZ on the 1J. This thing is badass. Colette is driving Josh's Miata, which is, I look at this car and I'm like, man, I want to build a freaking Miata. This thing's so freaking cool. SR20.
You said you want another SR car.
And then, there we go. This is the rig of the day. Yeah, look at it. How cool is that? That's so sick. I love that. Hey. I think. How's she doing?
Good. You?
Yeah.
All set?
All set. Ready to rip. I'm so excited to test this car today.
Fight PSA?
Yeah, let's do it. So I'm happy we're on the same page here.
You just hanging out this weekend. I am. I'm vibing, bro. Don't give me a car.
Take this.
Yes.
This is your job.
There you go. All right, guys. I'm taking over. What's good? Oh, we gonna.
All week. All week.
Oh, just keep watching, all right, guys? If you guys stay long enough, my pants will probably come off. I guess you can now take it to the next level. What up, buddy?
Huh? What are you doing, huh?
I'm on filming duty.
Perfect. Putting Randy to work. We got the Shanahans here, Drift Masters champions. They are two of the best drifters in the entire world, and they're both here. They both got S14s, they're borrowed cars. This should be great. And we got Dwayne McKeever, which is also one of the best drifters in the world.
Tell him the worst drifter in the world?
Who's that, right?
Probably me.
Actually, last year, my first battle was up against Dwayne McKeever. So, Dwayne, you're going down this year, brother. Yeah. I'm gonna take your Drift Masters Championship belt. All the boys have borrowed cars, but Dwayne still ends up with an RB. Seems like the average power number for like this event is around 450, 550, in between there. So seems pretty on par. LZ, look at you looking scruffy. I've never seen you with that much. That's crazy. Good morning. Good morning. Good night. Good night. Good night.
What's up? What's up? What's up? You look good. Your hair looks nice.
Yeah, you like that?
Big impressed.
You were out late last night.
Dude, I cured my jet lag.
What, drinking?
Yeah.
There you go. You heard it here
Oh,
first.
there's my car.
Oh, there's his car. Get it. Go get it.
Get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Randy's on the squad now. Couple proper pro cars here. A couple Drift Masters cars. Typical winners. Simpsonis, Jay-Z. Like, you guys know the whole wide side, front and rear on everything. So before I was like, oh yeah, the cars here are pretty simple. And the more I look, I'm like, no, this is a proper pro show.
It's pretty interesting how they're all doing the N8 plus T.
So the GTE motors are so expensive, and you're gonna have to rebuild them anyways. You might as well start with a GE platform, and the only way you can
build it up from there.
and build it from there. The only way you can really tell is by like the covers, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So if you overspend for the GTE covers, then they'll never know. Boys do love their Jay-Z's here. They call it the Irish pedal dance for a reason. suit here. So I got gloves from Sultan, I got a race suit from Bagsy, and we got a car from Gary, so we should be good to go. We have about 4.5 hours of practice, which is a lot of practice. It's probably gonna rain, so we'll get practice in the dry and the wet. We're gonna figure this thing out. The track looks simple from the outside, but it's actually pretty quite technical.
Got your suit?
Yeah,
Nice.
it'll be good. So let's make sure it's safe. We're about to go out for practice, and of course, in just Irish Dew fashion, it's about to rain. So this should be interesting.
We're about to go out for practice. Time to get used to this thing. I might need to get a steering wheel spacer because my knees are touching right here. It's a little intimidating. Yeah, my knees are hitting the steering wheel. Alright, so right now I feel extremely uncomfortable in the car, right? Because everything feels different. Seat position, e-brake, shifting, the steering, everything about the car feels different, but I've learned at this point, don't think too much. Get a couple laps in before you start thinking about any of it, because before you know it, you get used to it and you're not even worried. So don't be stressed. Do and drive. Let's take it easy.
It sounds so good.
Oh, look. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Jimmy! That's the boy!
Right now, Grant is in the burnout box. He has an LS swapped S14. It's so weird seeing Grant drive an S chassis. It feels so wrong. But at least he gets something normal. It's got a TPD6 and an LS. That's his package for sure. Luke's thinking an 8.6, but he can win this thing with a toy car. Second lap, these tires are loose. The car does not have a lot of grip in it, but the car wants to go fast. So I'm so used to just driving the car full tilt, but we have to hold back for sure this time around. So I just got to find that happy medium of making sure I'm not holding back too much.
Jimmy, you smashed that wall like you smashed my wall. Oh my! I gotta practice for tomorrow, you know what I mean?
You mean tonight?
Lap and it is properly raining out. I think that the track is wet, is it?
It's not very wet. I just rode in the Corvette, the 3-rotor. It had a ton of grip.
Since we're playing a game of guessing grip, this will be interesting. I don't think I have any tire left, so we'll see what happens. I'm using this as like a bonus lap. Don't go out on bad tires.
Sounded a little hard there, bud.
Yeah, we ran out of tire on that one mixed with the wet. It was a bad. He called it 2. He goes, you got 1 lap. I said, I got 2. So I'm listening to the boys from now.
Don't you fucking kill my scabs. Don't you fucking kill them. just got a text from Steve. I'm about to get off this. I'm headed over right now. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Hold on, so let me pack these mags so I can kill you. I told you I'd kill you.
brake disc came off, but whatever. I saved it though. I didn't go to the wall. It's fine. As soon as I entered, you just felt it. You're just like, all right, you're done. It's scary because like you enter, you don't see. You don't see
It's a blind hill.
Blind hill. You enter, stay on throttle. If you lift at all, you're just gone, or you're in the inside. And like as soon as I entered, I knew it. I was like, this doesn't feel right.
Boom. You look good out there aside from that though.
This car, the way it's set up is when you flick it, wherever the back wheels land, they'll stay. It's mitt. Like if you notice, wherever the back wheels go, the car stays. With that being said,
Gotta flick it right.
I gotta flick it right. So like, I think 2 or 3, that last zone, I flicked it and didn't go out. I didn't go wide enough, right? Because wherever I flicked it, it just sat. All I have to figure out is how far this car slides sideways.
Yeah.
I know that sounds like goofy, but it's true. Like when I flick it, there's this time when the car takes to settle before you can get back in the drift, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So once I figure out how this car fights on these tires, I'll be mint.
You look comfy in it,
I
honestly.
do? Yeah? It's good.
You need me in your head. Give me a headset.
Yeah,
You
no,
need
I'm
me
good.
in there,
I'm
honestly.
chilling. For like how like uncomfortable and stuff I kind of fit in the car, I'm really happy with myself. I just need to learn how much side bite the car has, and once I do that, we're game on.
Either way, give me a headset.
Crew Chief Tommy.
All battered and bent up underneath.
What do you think?
I think it's perfect. Well, let's put it this way. If you didn't do that, you weren't trying.
See, I like this. This is good. I got a good team here.
Yeah, you have to try. Meant to do. Hosting Jimmy O's channel. You know what? You could cash me out and I'll quit YouTube.
Yeah?
Yeah, just cash me out, bro. I'll be here. I'll be your biggest fan. And I'll take over your vlog. We're going to take this to the next level. We're going to come for TJ's channel. We're going to come for the Eliminate channel. Those guys suck. They never upload. And we're coming for Adam's channel.
Does that mean I get the cars too?
Yeah, you can have all of them.
Oh,
You have to cash
shit.
me out, though.
I just don't want that 13 though. It's bad luck.
What did you
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever car I touch. Actually, you know, I'm not manifesting that shit anymore.
That's like
Anything I touch now is good luck. Everything.
everything's great.
See that? That's good luck. Yeah, look at this shit.
Touch me, I know what I'm doing wrong. I just have to learn the car and how the car does its things, right? New car, a lot of car, not a lot of tire. You want to push the button?
Yeah. You were so hard out there. I mean, you were going so hard out there, buddy.
Fresh set of tires on. Let's figure this thing out. I want to leave today feeling good. So Connor let me chase him that lap, which was really nice because it let me see his line, and it honestly taught me a lot. I messed up the second corner trying to do some stuff that this car doesn't like the way it's set up, but it's good. Every lap I learn what the car doesn't like, so I can apply it to the next one and make sure I can drive the way it's set up. Adam's been next to me just losing his mind. I think he's proud of me. That means a lot.
Adam told me to tell you that he had to make sure it was you behind the wheel because of how mind-blowing your driving was.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? It's our birthday tomorrow.
Oh my God, it's our birthdays!
In proper Irish tradition, it is officially raining, so the track is definitely soaked. This car is all loose to begin with, so I'm very curious to see how it does. Oh man, this car is slick right now. The burnout box was ice. Already finished.
get practice, Josh.
Here in Ireland for this event. And the top.
I'm absolutely excited to be here. It is cold and it is wet, like you said. It is as advertised, but conditions seem to be improving? Question mark.
Let's not hold our breath, because it is Ireland, it is July, and it's raining. That is the reality of it. But it's been a great equalizer yesterday. We had an amazingly entertaining event where we saw a show car from the paddock, which wasn't supposed to be competing, a 1970s Datsun go all the way to win the Last Chance Top 16.
Insane.
And he just edged out a Formula Drift driver and a stock 350Z.
No big deal. I mean, these are casual things that happen at the LZ World Tour that shouldn't be happening ever.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, while we're up here in the tower, I want to talk you guys through the calendar for this year, because we've had one stop at World 80 minutes, wherever you can go check out all the live, finish up. Hope it's out the World Tour. This event is all about new full and the battle
versus Adam.
Tell you one thing. Let me hear you. James, he had a Mazworks SR 2.2 in it. He made about 600 horsepower on a SR 20, and now,
risky.
Yeah, but instead, what's riskier than that? Let's put a rotary in it. Yeah. So you've got a wide-body RX-7 with the engine that should come in it, bolted to another engine that should come in it, and put them together, and that's what you get here essentially. If you're new to the rotary game, each rotary turbo comes with 2 rotors. James put 4 in this car, and Axel, well, there's definitely no rotors coming in a Corvette. It's a V8. So very unusual machines here. The fantasy battle, and we are going to send them for the first time today. It is James Dean versus Axel Hildebrand. Dan, cover your ears. This one's going to get wild.
This is going to get wild, guys, and I am super excited to see these guys go. Have no idea what the track conditions are. It's changed since we started, but here we go, our first fantasy battle of the day. Alex coming in hot. They're actually making everything work so far, and my goodness, the noises is coming already. Feel sorry for you guys out there. If you have hearing aids in, plug them. So as they come back around, just brapping all the way through, I would venture to say that Mad Mike may be able to hear them from here. My goodness gracious, I can't hear myself think. And we got some smoke.
It sounds like Formula 1 from 8 years ago. It's
that
incredible.
Was a beautiful thing.
So a really good run from Axel and from James there. In these conditions, it's pretty tough out there. This track is super slippy. There's a little bit of oil down. They said it's just almost undrivable, but we're still going to drive it anyway.
And there they are. And I would say that the combined RPM of those two cars at the same time is probably 20-something thousand RPMs.
Ridiculous. And you know what? A pretty solid lap from both. You can see James trying to play catch up. Axel's car probably a little bit more dials. He's had a couple of more test sessions. James literally just arrived, started doing alignment, started plumbing the brakes. It was like they literally had the whole team look like they haven't slept in weeks, and I think that is the case. But they wanted to get it here in front of the crowd in Mondello. James Dean always bring the special sauce.
Wow, Pascal, garçon.
to the local audience, and he gets a huge cheer here in Mondello Park, and he obviously represents Ireland at Formula Drift. And
Very well, I might add.
He's done a few things, he's won a few things, and I think he's won everything is what he's done. But now he's in a 4-rotor RX-7 for fun against Axel, and you know what, Axel's going to be chewing at the bit here saying, I could take James Dean down here in a fantasy battle. That'd be a big statement, wouldn't it? Up today, it's starting to cool up a little bit, seeing some puffs of for another little spin later on.
That's not happening in a quick period of time.
No, so he's case
up pretty quickly
from the start.
How was it?
I don't know what it's going to do versus
banana shirt
battle as we wanted. A lot of fun, but he's left about 3 hours before Jimmy off the start line. So let's see how they get on as they come through the gears. The Verosa running 510 horsepower. Both 1JZ cars,
both
similar
1Js,
power.
Yeah. So hopefully Hert's not going to chuck a 720 entry like he did yesterday. And oh, big understeer from Hert. Jimmy's like, you know what? I've been doing the same thing all day. I'm going to keep doing that same thing, which is absolutely working for him as they round about. Hert's got a lot of catching up to do, popping, banging, backfiring all the way through this back straightaway. Shooting off the guns that is that anti-lag system that he's got going on there as they round out. Hert did actually end up catching up to him, but I don't think that that's going to be enough for that giant mistake down the hill.
Yeah, as I said, that Verosa's a little bit heavier, so he's got that's a full 4-door drift car. It's got 3 main hoops. It's got full bucket seats and harnesses in the back. It is a drift taxi we use at some of our Drift Games Bash events. But it only had 400 horsepower about 2 weeks ago. Now it has 520 and makes massive shotgun noises. So we were saying, Hert, we don't know what it's going to do, but you're the man to test it. If there's a stress tester out there, it's Hert.
He's gonna break it. He will put it through its paces.
He's gonna find the weak points.
The crazy part is like we don't have this in the U.S. Is you guys' fake headlights with the stickers on them. That's a thing that doesn't exist in the U.S.
Well, when you break enough of them.
I know. Well, we can't get them either.
So we have some cars running fit. The Verosa running original headlights on that car.
Yes, they're probably way more than that.
Because let's be honest, no one wants them. So they're really cheap. So basically, yeah, Jimmy Full from Gary Dunn, local driver. He's borrowed the car, and it is a full comp car. 1JZ sequential gearbox too. So that old left-hand drive, right-hand brake not hurting Jimmy as much because he doesn't have that awkward shift with the left hand. So Jimmy in the chase position, Hert in the lead. Let's see what happens as they come in over the hill. This is just for fun. We're just warming up. This is just for fun.
Having a good time. Jimmy still has a lot of competing to do, so he's got to maybe take it easy, but we hope he will not. As they come up and over the hill, Hert chucking her on in. We told him to stay off those rumble strips, and it looks like he did a good job of doing so. And Jimmy is right up in his business as they come into the first outer zone. Let's see what they can do. And Hert goes careening into the rocks. He didn't lose the bumper yet. That is a fantastic thing because nobody likes. Oh, well, he's snow plowing through that, and that's okay. I think this may be another one of those battles that the judges are going to have to deliberate on for another 25 minutes while we get them back lined up in front of the crowd. Let's see, 360 into the turn. Pulls it off. Hert's trying, and Hertz wants to go back. The rocks are calling Hert's name right now, I think.
We have lost control of the situation here.
Yes, we have. Things are happening. He found the limiter. There's flames shooting out the back of his car. Hertz doing 180s into burnouts. Oh, he did lose a bit of the bumper there, Dave. I'm sorry, bud.
It's fine. It doesn't matter. Maybe it looks better with no body panels on.
Yeah, I'll get you some duct tape.
Guys, give it up for Jimmy Oakes and Hert on track. That's what it's all about. We're going to see Adam Eifel down there. Adam, you want to have a word with these guys? Because that seemed like it was all out of control from the start. Jimmy spinning, we had Hert spinning, we had all sorts going on, and they're having a blast down there. Adam, I want to hear from Jimmy and Hert what happened there.
I'm here with Jimmy. How was it in this wet track?
Oh, it's patchy. It's bad. Like, it's loose, it's grippy, it's loose again. Me and Hert are just taking it to the face right now. It was tricky. It was very tricky.
We've got a big crowd here at Mondello Park today. Thank you guys all for coming out. How does it feel to be performing in front of all these people?
This is amazing. I couldn't imagine anything cooler than this. Just being with some of my closest friends in my favorite country, surrounded by such an amazing amount of people. Dude, that's literally all I have to say.
We've been awesome, man. Thank you so much, Jimmy.
track. These conditions are crazy. I don't know how you guys do this weather. It's insane.
It's been amazing to watch you out there, guys. Thank you so much. Come on, guys, give it up for these big boys out here. Back to the boys in the tower.
Thank you very much, Adam. And yeah, setting the car for full wet, and then you get to the first corner, it's full dry. Welcome to Mondello Park, everybody, and welcome to Ireland, where the rain could be different on the start line. Than we could be in shorts, a t-shirt here, and it could be a hurricane on the start line. It is a lot of fun. And Jimmy, and one more time, guys, they came all the way from the USA. Give it up for Jimmy Oaks and Hurt.
Big hugs from those guys. Two great human beings.
Absolutely, and they are just, you know, all smiles. I don't think you can wipe the smile off either of these guys, no matter how the day goes. And you know what, Hurt, we'll allow the bumper. We'll allow it. It's okay. You know what? If that's all we got away with this weekend, we're doing
charge.
No charge. It's fine. And Gary Dunn's car looking pretty okay. A little bit of mud, but it's all right. Everything's okay.
The bumper's been forcefully removed at least 4 or 5 times.
But we need a result. We need a result. We need a result.
Yeah,
oh, we're going to go back to Chelsea DeNova. Chelsea, can you organize that mess for us and tell us who's won?
It was a bit messy, but Jimmy Oaks gets the win.
Jimmy Oaks gets the win. Jimmy gets the win. And as Hurt said, put the car in the wet conditions, and it didn't work out right for him. But he's having a lot of fun out there. It's good to see so many of these international superstars here in Ireland. We really appreciate it, and it's very special. Some twin donuts in the fantasy battles. Oh,
Hurt's exiting early.
Special. Some twin donuts in the fantasy battles. Oh,
Hurt's exiting early.
There we go. We got it going.
He's like, I'm just going to go over here and do my own thing. There's those backfires. Pops, he's going to blow that bumper off. That's what's going to happen. That's aimed at you guys in the grandstands.
Guys, give it up for Hurt one time in the Verosa. I have never heard that car make those noises. He just, he found a thing in there. He found a switch.
There it is. That was all of it.
That was all of the shotgun noises. And if you're a farmer or local, all of the birds have now left your field because they are very afraid. So there's another battle lining up on the start line. This is an interesting one because we got two guys who are in borrowed cars again this weekend. We got Nate Hamilton, the winner of our Stop 1 in Englishtown in his own V8. 240 SX, but now he's in a very similar chassis on the wrong side of the car because it's a 1 Series BMW, so this is totally opposite. He's gone from all V8 to a Turbo 1UZ. He said he's having a blast all weekend. He's going to get Grant in the stock 350Z, which seems to be the kryptonite for everybody this weekend.
Let's see, this is probably the best setup car out here as Grant is coming in with the quickness. Man, that was a bold move, and he is paying off so far, and he is putting the gap.
All V8 to a Turbo 1UZ. He said he's having a blast all weekend. He's going to get Grant in the stock 350Z, which seems to be the kryptonite for everybody this weekend.
Let's see, this is probably the best setup car out here as Grant is coming in with the quickness. Man, that was a bold move, and it's paying off so far, and he is putting the gap to Little Tex over there. Little Tex got a lot of catching up to do as they swing around that first outer zone. Struggling. You can see the differences in grip happening live in front of everybody as they come across these walls. Little Tex doing everything he can to keep up with the most powerful car on the grid. I just think that maybe that car needs another turbo, maybe some nitrous. I don't know what it needs, but there's no way it's going to keep up with the stock Z.
Look, the track is dry. So the drier it gets, the quicker that Z is going to get when it gets all that grip of 250 horsepower down. It's struggling in the wet just to get all that torque down on the circuit. But if he can get a little dry conditions in that Z, he's going to wind it up. I think I heard James Dean saying they're making some big setup changes to the car just to try and adapt to that 350Z's monumental torque from standard.
I wouldn't even have one spotter. I'd have to have 2 spotters if I was going up against that.
One for each rear tire.
Every single angle.
That
get all the data.
Yeah, so we were telling you guys yesterday that 350Z, that's our bash car that we sold, and we brought it here to give it to the new owner.
So you're borrowing it to borrow it to somebody
So what I've done is delay the transaction just until 6 p.m. this evening, and I'm not sure if the car is going to go up or down in value. Up if it's doing well, bad if it's in the wall. So we'll see how it goes.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Yeah,
you are a bold man.
Well, you know what? I didn't expect it to be out on track. So you know what?
It's on a podium.
It's
to boot.
It's having a great time.
Kit and Grant are both having the best of times.
They're having a great time. So Grant in the stock 350Z, he'll be up later on in our top 16 battles. We've got Nate Hamilton now in the lead position. So can he tie it together? Let's see what happens. He's got one series. I said it's got a Toyota V8 with the turbo. A very unusual build, but something quite common out here in Europe. You guys in the US might not see a whole lot of these, but here we go.
Here we go, and as they blast up, he is on him, and you can tell again that little bobble right there from Lil Tex, and he's trying to surge in with that Z, and it looks like it may be too gripped up for his own good as they round this outer. Lil Tex actually putting it to the metal. Let's see what they can do. Grant is like, oh no, my goodness gracious, and for zero reasons whatsoever, Nate Hamilton seems to have spun out.
I'm not sure what's happening now. This got a little sketchy very fast there.
Nate Hamilton seems to have spun out.
I'm not sure what's happening now. This got a little sketchy very fast there.
I thought he was going to crash into him. He thought he was going to crash into him. The marshal thought he was going to crash into him.
Grant's left, even though he should come back for the result. It's just a little chaos on track now.
He's doing a celebratory lap.
He's going to do a cool down lap because all that torque and horsepower needs a lot of airflow to cool it down after the run. So the Z there just needing a little bit more air.
I don't know where Nate Hamilton, come back, bud. We need you. Your people need you.
Yeah, I think Nate is crawling back into the pit lane. And not sure if the car has broken or something has happened. No, he seems to be going okay. Well, this is going to be an easy decision for the judges because there's only one car. So we'll see how this one goes. So it could go either way here. So Kieran, who's won the battle?
I think we'll go with the car that's there.
So the car that's there has won. So Grant Anderson gets the win. Adam, you're down with Grant. That was a little chaotic there towards the end.
Grant, what an awesome weekend for you, man. I want to know what just happened there at the end.
I have no clue. So I saved it. I went to pull up next to him, and his foot must have slipped off the clutch or something. I was just as confused as you guys were, so.
It was an excellent save to begin with, anyway, but
yeah, and then I got hit still, so it doesn't really matter, but.
So you had to jump in this car yesterday for the first time. You've really looked like you've bonded with it on this really difficult layout. How does it feel? Right-hand drive, 350Z, stock power.
It feels great. Kind of upset it's not raining right now. It really threw me for a loop, but other than that, I just need to get used to the patchy conditions, and I think I should be all right.
We're looking forward to seeing you out for the rest of the day, dude. Good luck.
Guys, get up all the way from the US. Get for Grant Anderson in the Drift Games 350Z, which thought it would have an easy weekend. It's having a pretty tough one out there.
It's having a tough but good weekend, and that we have the best sounding cars on the grid. That, however, is not one of them.
I'll be honest with you, the VQ does sound like Chewbacca being strangled a little bit.
I would 100% concur.
So now we've got a very interesting battle. So we've got two almost identical cars, which are both owned by the Falvey family.
So the same people that have these cars.
Yes, the dad and son team, but the dad is not here because he's at a wedding. So he said, well, I'm not going to be there. You might as well let Jason Farron from Keep It Read take the car for a fantasy battle and a bit of fun. So all the way from Australia, I can't tell which one is which.
I don't either. Until they come around. And here we go. Two white S15s coming around the corner. Windshield wipers are on, so it looks like it may still be drizzling out there. We got Keep It Read putting the pressure on as they come into the first outer zone. This is the kind of battles we are looking to see. The judges may actually have something to judge on this one. Big angle as they flick back towards the wall. They are keeping it Read. Two very, very similar chassis with slightly different liveries and colors.
Exactly. So guys, I'm just going to a little round of applause for the lead driver here, Conor Falvey, 15 years of age, Irish driver. In a big stage like this, we want to give him a bit of a round of applause as he comes through. Run up against an experienced pro in Jason Farron, but not so experienced in this car, so it balances off.
Yeah, this is
Conor Falvey, if I'm not mistaken, qualified third yesterday.
Yes.
So we had FD drivers, Drift Masters drivers, huge personalities from the interwebs.
And amateurs.
Complete
amateurs.
And he came third in qualifying, and he's up against Archie Hammer in the Datsun, who won yesterday.
Who is a weapon. That nobody knew that he was a weapon. He is an absolute weapon.
We don't know. I mean, if we get a stock Z in that Datsun in the final today, I think we can turn the clock back 15 years, start again, rip up drifting, get to the credit scene and say we completed it, we've run out of ideas, we're back where we started.
We got Drifting 2 coming up next.
Drifting 2. Stay tuned. It's the prequel. We're going. This is like a prequel for drifting. A flashback.
Let's go.
Yeah, so here's 2011 for a little while, and then we're going to go back to where we are. So we have Jason and Connor on the start line again. So it was a good run, really smooth from Connor in the lead. Jason doing a good job in the chase. This is going to be a little bit more tough for the judges and for the audience. The Australian that gets the...
Very good driver. And so cool, no doubt, watching that.
But he's still out here doing it too. It's like he gets...
In the world...
Financial decision. Laughing his ass up at you.
And walked around.
We're not taking him too serious. We'll be definitely be 5 miles. Had a huge board, and they're
back in gear for the first run. I was like, it's too short, it's too short.
The car looks amazing, Becky. I have to say, I absolutely love this new look. James, best sounding car I've ever heard in my life, by the way. I think the fans will agree. How does it feel to be out in front of everyone in your new car?
Oh, it's absolutely nauseous of joy. Amazing. So just send it out there with almost no practice in the car, and it's been amazing. So I'm loving it. So happy we finished these 2 cars before this weekend. Huge thanks to all my family, my team, my best friends for working with me all during the week and over the last few weeks, every single day and night, so we could get the 2 cars here. I'm so proud. Having a great time with everyone. Love the car. It's not fully finished, but we're making it around.
And
thank you all for supporting drifting.
Let me get out your way and you guys can make some noise.
And noise they shall make.
Yeah.
Well, one of them more than the other.
It's coming. It's definitely coming. That was an emotional moment that we just had from those 2, and an emotional battle. I think.
Everybody in the old school grandstand, cover your ears because it's about to get very loud. One more time, guys, give it up for James Dean and Becky Evans on track right now. No one can hear me. No one can hear anything.
Nothing. Even James Dean's donuts are calculated. There was nothing that wasn't calculated about anything that he just did there. That's insane.
The man does donuts better than anyone else.
Yes.
Krispy Kreme are in trouble.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing, they bring this road, this whole thing, there's some rain falling, and here we go.
Okay, we got bears. Now we got a damn scav.
I'm gonna kill you! Where? Why is someone ratting there? Fuck. Dude, this shit is... You start getting hit, it's so laggy. Yep. Straight red.
Had him in that Corolla, as he said, it's got a little bit of clutch issue. Look